And then if we have to SAC swap our Azumarill though. All right, so they're gonna switch in here, and we literally have to SAC swap in order to win. Can past Shrady do it? Can he do it? Oh, past Shrady, you legend! No way. Is it an earthquake? He was baiting as well. I don't even care. That's awesome. Are we gonna win this? Here's another SAC swap. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna try to catch a sludge wave, which I have no idea why I would want to catch a sludge wave, and then we call the bait. And it's a bait. Because they have to shield something, because the counters are just going to be taking them out here. So I switch, SAC swap unnecessarily into my Azumarill. Boom, baby. And then it was an energy ball too, so that's actually perfect. And then they just, they stand there in amazement. So they're like, wow, that was a cool SAC swap. I give up. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shrady and welcome back to the channel. Quick interruption here from Future Shrady. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. That's actually insane. I seriously can't thank you guys enough. It really means so much for all you guys to be supporting me. All the new subscribers, all the old subscribers, every one of you guys, you're all fucking legends. So yeah, and the other thing I wanted to say is I do have like a special 2,000 sub special surprise video that is in the works right now. So look forward to that. It's not going to have ads on it. It's going to be, you'll see. It'll be fun. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. So today I'm back in the Great League, and guess what team I'm going to be running? Can you guess? Is it in the title? It might be in the title. I don't even know. Let's take a look at the featured Pokemon. Yeah, that's right. Double Dark team is back. So I used this team a while back last season, and it like shot me up in ELO. I went up real high with this team right before I skyrocketed back down with some other teams. But yeah, I wanted to see if it would still work, because it, you know, with the amount of Azombombarill floating around, you know, it's not good. So let's take a look at the team composition here. So we've got Azombombarill in the lead with Bubble, Hydro Pump, and Play Rough. I changed the moveset of my Azombombarill throughout these battles, so it's going to look a little bit different. It was just because I still had the same moveset from Halloween Cup, and I changed it back, and then I realized that I didn't need Ice Beam, and it doesn't matter. So Play Rough and Hydro Pump is the moveset you want to use if you're running this team. So then I've got Scrafty in the back with Counter, Power Up Punch, and Foul Play, and then Zweilous as my safe switch with Dragon Breath, Dark Pulse, and Body Slam. Now let's talk about how to use this team. You lead Azombombarill, and then you pretty much, not always, but most of the time, safe swap to Zweilous and bait out the other Azombombarill that is, you know, most likely on their team. Come on, it's on everybody's team, but whatever. And I know there's a lot of people who are like, you're using Azumarill on this team. Dislike, instantly dislike. Well, that's fine. Go ahead and dislike the video and click off. I don't need your support. All right, so let's take a look at these battles here. Ba-boom. Alright, so yeah, it's a double dark team, but what you want to do is bait out the Azumarill or their dark type counter. So you're going to bait out their fighter or bait out their Azumarill and hope to God that they don't have an Azumarill and a Shadow Machamp in the back, because that's like the worst possible situation. So let's take a look at these battles. Going up against Ramsey Ram 06. Alright, so we pick up a positive lead here. I am going to stay in here because Zweilous, if I switch to my Zweilous, they're just going to stay in because Zweilous doesn't do very well up against steel types. So we're going to stay in and just go for Hydro Pumps. And they are timing their attacks to match when I get to a Hydro Pump to force a CMP tie, which is fine with me because I'm staying in this battle. So we're going to go for the Hydro Pump. It only takes one extra bubble to get to the Hydro Pump versus the Play Rough, and since I'm not running Ice Beam, there's really no reason to bait here. So I'm just going to go straight nukes the whole way. I will have to shield one of these, and again, he's timing his attacks perfectly, so very nice on the opponent's end, forcing these CMP ties. I am going to match his shields here. And then let's see if he wants to go 2 shields. If he does, I think I might actually save swap into Zweilous, because even though Dragon Breath is resisted, it's it will put on some pressure. All right, so we're gonna build up a little bit of energy here, and then we are going to what do I do? I think I was confused as well. All right, we're just gonna let it go. Now we're gonna come in with the Zweilous. This is not looking good. This is not how you want the team to work. All right. We're going to let this go because Zweilous is just it's just a means to bait out their fighter, but at this point we lost our Azumarill. Okay, so there's a defense Deoxys. So this isn't over because we got both of their shields, and this Dark Pulse is going to hit for super effective damage because of the Psychic typing. We are also taking super effective damage from the counters. We need to switch out here. And unfortunately, both of these Pokemon are Dark types, so we're going to be both taking super effective damage from Fighting type moves. Defense Deoxys is kind of a nightmare, and we have to go for Foul Play here. Power Punch is resisted, and it barely does any damage, and Defense Deoxys be real thick. So we're going to take them out with a... with the Foul Play, and let's see what comes in. Probably gonna be that it's a Sableye. Okay, it's a purified Sableye. So Foul Play is gonna be neutral because of the Ghost and Dark typing, because Dark resists and Ghost takes super effective from. The counters are single resisted because Ghost double resist and Darks take super effective from. So they have to go for a return here to take me out. So they do go for a return. Unfortunately, I think their Skarmory is still alive. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not able to take this one. So that was that's not how you want the team to work. Obviously, this team doesn't always work, but look, this is not a team designed to win. This is a team designed to have fun. I'm not trying to get to rank 10 with this team or anything like that. It is really fun when it works out. So we'll take a look at a couple battles where it does work out. Going up against Chocolate Noir 26. All right, so terrible lead. All right, switching to Zweilous. I'm still getting used to this switch system. So when I like have to instantly switch, I'm having trouble with throwing a fast move before actually switching. So we're gonna shield this Drill Peck because that would do massive damage there. And then there it is. This is exactly how you want it to work. And since they took so long to switch out, we're probably gonna get to 3 Body Slams here. Now, what you want them to do is go for Play Rough, because if they go for an Ice Beam, then then they can farm you down with Bubble. So really, the ideal thing is them going for Play Rough. But this seemed a little short. I think this is going to be an Ice Beam. But I think because of that, we're going to be able to get to another Body Slam. Maybe. It's going to be very, very close. Alright, so we do get to another Body Slam. This is pretty nice because this is going to chip the Azumarill down to the point where we can farm them down with Bubbles. Alright, so perfect. Alright, so now we're going to come back in with the Azumarill. Now that we've baited out the Azombombarill, we can farm down their Azombombarill and just tank whatever it throws. Scrafty is not going to want to see this thing. So we did spend a shield, and that's a common theme you're going to see. I have to spend a shield on Zweilous in order to see the next Pokemon. You know what I mean? Because if I don't, like say if I didn't shield that Drill Peck, then they would have just stayed in and annihilated me. Alright, so we are going to build up to the Play Rough, and we're going to threaten them and say, hey, you better throw a Thunderbolt or this Play Rough's going to come your way. So they do throw a Thunderbolt. That's going to be taking us out, and now we're going to come in with Scrafty, shield a Drill Peck, obviously. But as you see, these counters are resisted, but Shadow Zapdos is one of the squishiest Pokemon out there. So they're probably going to switch out to avoid being farmed down, and what's in the back? It's a Cherim. Okay, so that's 4 Bullet Seeds, I think I saw. So they're definitely out of Weather Ball, but it looks like they might be going for the Solar Beam. So if they're going for the Solar Beam, I think that might have been a CMP tie. Either way, this Foul Play is going to be taking him out. So I think they got a little bit too overzealous there, but maybe I think their win condition was to get to the Solar Beam. So I don't know. I don't know if two Weather Balls would have done it, but either way, we're able to take that win there. Okay, so again, that's kind of how you want the team to work. You kind of hope for a bad lead. You hope for a bad lead so that when you switch out, it doesn't seem suspicious. You know what I mean? Because like if you or you want to see the Azumarill in the lead. That's the most positive lead you can find is Azumarill in the lead, and hope to God there's no Shadow Machamp in the back. Alright, so alright, you're going to see me switching to Zweilous. Zweilous is going to take super effective damage from the ice type attacks, but again, this is another situation where you have to spend a shield and be like, come on, switch into your Azumarill. You know you want to do it. You know you want to switch into him. Look, you got a shield. There it is. Boom. It worked. Alright, so this is perfect. We got tons of energy now. We're going to go for back-to-back Body Slams. So obviously, if we would have let that Weather Ball through, they probably just would have stayed in and farmed us down. So that's why we spend a shield there. Sometimes you just got to spend a shield in order to bait out the Azumarill. It's just how it works with this team. So I've played quite a few battles with this team, and it's like a 50-50 when it works and when it doesn't, you know. There's no perfect way to play it, but also since we took those Powder Snows, they're actually going to go for Play Rough, even better. So now we're going to come back in with our Azombombarill and probably farm up to 100 energy and then throw a Play Rough, I think. Or maybe even just throw the Play Rough and then farm down, because a Play Rough's not going to KO from this range. So we're going to tank whatever they want to throw at us. Hopefully, they've got Play Rough, so yeah. Gonna be a couple Play Roughs coming through most likely, because we want to farm up here. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they're at a Play Rough now, because we didn't deny their fast move, but that's fine. This Play Rough's gonna be taking them out. And then let's see what comes back in. It's going to be that Abomasnow, but since we overfarmed here, we're going to be able to get to a Play Rough. Why is it not throwing? I over-tapped there, it seems. Alright, so we're going to throw this Play Rough. This will be doing a lot of damage here, but we do get a shield, so that's nice. And then we are just going to threaten them here and say, go ahead, throw an Energy Ball, please. Which is a debatable decision, you know. Could have switched immediately. And then Scrafty's going to come in. This is just a Weather Ball, so we're gonna tank this because we don't know what's in the back. So let's see what's in the back. Show me the Sableye. Every time. I know it. I know that team comp. Come on. Come on. With your Abomasnow and your Safe Swap Sableye. That's hard to say. Safe Swap Sableye. So yeah, we're good here. We landed a Foul Play too, which is very nice. So now we're just going to shield. And even if they bait with the Foul Play here, they're not going to be able to get to a return. And Foul Play is double resisted. So yeah, this Power Punch is going to be doing neutral damage, but we do get a shield with it, so very nice. And now we can just farm them down. This is just going to be a Foul Play here. And again, like I said, it's double resisted because of our fighting and dark typing, so that's not going to be able to cut it. But boom, you're dead. And then we're going to just throw a Foul Play at this Abomasnow here. So it's pretty close. I will say that's pretty close, but like, you guys have seen this. I don't know if you've seen this team composition before. The Abomasnow, Purified Sableye, and what was the other thing? Azombombarill. Yeah, it's a pretty, I don't know who came up with it. It's a pretty good team, but that team works very well with my team. The unfortunate thing is you have to spend a shield on this Zweilous because most of the time they're going to throw. Here it is again. Is it? Let's see. Sorry, I can't speak right now. All right, so let's see if this is the same team comp. And let's see if they do the same thing that the other person did. Okay, getting a bit of lag there. Again, it sucks, but you have to spend a shield because otherwise you just lose the secondary matchup here. Boom! Once again, we did it. Alright, so this is looking good. Again, we have to spend a shield, so they are up a shield here. And they're definitely not going to be shielding these body slams. There's no reason to shield the body slams here. We are able to get back to back. So hopefully we can get to a third one. And like, let's hope that they go for Play Rough. We want them to go for Play Rough. This is an Ice Beam. So if they go for Ice Beam, well, they did a little bit of damage with the Powder Snow, so I think this is going to cut it. Okay, that does cut it, so that's good. That's very good. All right, so now we're going to come back in with the Azombombarill and probably farm up to 100. I'm just going to throw a Play Rough and then farm up. I think that's the play here. All right, so CMP tie, and they win the CMP, so not great, but I don't really care. We baited this thing out, and they have Hydro Pump Ice Beam, so that's good for us. We can tank a few Hydro Pumps, no problem. So we're going to go for this Play Rough, don't expect a shield, and now we can farm them on down. Let's see if they want to switch out or get farmed down. Probably not going to switch out, so it's just an Ice Beam. We're just doing a little bit of chip damage before they go. And then the Abomasnow is going to come back in, and we are very close to 100 energy here, so we're going to throw this Play Rough. We'll be doing a lot of damage. We get a shield, and then this time I decide to switch out immediately, which I think works a little bit better. And there's the Purified Sableye that I was just talking about. Let's see if they are expecting the Foul Play or if they're expecting the Power Up Punch bait. Boom, landed it again. That's what you love to see. So like Sableye is kind of squishy and counters a pretty heavy hitting move. So even though it's resisted here, it does a lot of damage. And we shielded a return. That was their win condition, was to land a return for sure. But unfortunately, you're going to have to shield a Power Up Punch here. They might not even shield this. They might leave it up to the Abomasnow. Yeah, they're just going to let it go. And then I'm going to be able to farm down. But the thing is, my Power Up Punches are just going to start adding up here. So they're probably going to shield this even though they know it's a Power Up Punch. Because they have to shield something, because the counters are just going to be taking them out here. So I switch, SAC swap unnecessarily into my Azombombarill. Boom, baby! And then it was an energy ball too, so that's actually perfect. And then they just they stand there in amazement. They're like, wow, that was a cool SAC swap. I give up. There's a couple cool SAC swaps in this video, I'm pretty sure. The first set I'm showing you is the better of the two, because the second set I'm going to show you was my very first set back into Open Great League, and man, I was rusty. I was real rusty from doing those Halloween Cup battles. Okay, so this is the lead that you can't switch out of here. So unfortunately, most people who are running Galarian Stunfisk in the lead who run into an Azombombarill, what they do is they throw an Earthquake because they can get to the Earthquake before you get to a Hydro Pump, and then they switch out. But I don't want to spend a shield, even though I know it's going to be an Earthquake here. And this person's staying in. Interesting. So let's see if they want to shield a Hydro Pump, because I'm okay if they shield this. I really don't care. I like the shields better than I like the damage, to be honest, because I got two Pokemon that can handle this Galarian Stunfisk. I think did I let it go? Yeah. So unfortunately this team, oh, it's just a Rock Slide bait. Nice. Okay, so now they're gonna have to, I think at this point I was ready to let it go, but now that I called the bait correctly, I'm gonna go ahead and shield this. So we're going to go for the Hydro Pump here. Play Rough is resisted, so it's not going to be cutting it. Even if I had Ice Beam, it wouldn't be cutting it at this point. So we're going to go for the Hydro Pump. And they are really, what are they doing? Okay, so we're going to save swap into the Zweilous now. We got both shields, and I don't really care too much about the Zweilous. Scrafty is the one that usually sweeps for me. So I'm going to say, go ahead, throw your Earthquake. I don't really care. Here's the Sableye. Okay, this is fine. Dark Pulse is going to be neutral because of the Ghost and Dark typing. So let's see how much damage it is. Going to do a lot, I bet. Boom. Okay, yeah, that's a healthy amount of damage right there. Alright, so Foul Play is resisted, but this is going to be taking us out here. And this is not a Purified Sableye, so they're going to be running Foul Play and Power Gem most likely. And we're going to come in with our Scrafty to get ahead on energy. Be able to counter down, no problem. Let's see what they've got. It's going to be a Venusaur. Okay, so I didn't know what to do at this point. I'm definitely going to have to shield a Frenzy Plant. It's going to do a lot of damage. Venusaur hits very hard in the Great League. So we're going to go for the Foul Play. Oh, ooh, okay. My thought process here was, I changed my mind at the last second. I don't know if you saw me hit the Foul Play there. But my thought process was I can get to a Power Punch and a Foul Play before they get to another Frenzy Plant. So I can do like, yeah, I can do more damage. And I was able to counter down. So that was a little closer than I think it needed to be. So now we're just going to be able to counter down the Stunfisk. Yeah, I don't know if I played that correctly, but I still won, and that's what matters. So almost getting to 1,000 wins here. Alright, so that's going to be the first set. We go 4-1. Picking up our Scraggy. Let's see where the ELO is sitting at. 2763, so not too bad, not too bad. I haven't played in the past 2 days, though, so I'm going to be using this team again today when I do my sets. Go Battle Night is going to start soon. I don't think I'm going to be taking part in Go Battle Night, to be honest. Unless I can be in the Great League, the Open Great League, instead of the Flying Cup. I really just don't want to play the Flying Cup. But if I can be an Open Great League, I'll probably do quite a few battles here. So let's see. Alright, so picking up a lead against Deoxys. We can't switch out of this. This is one of the worst leads you can get with this team. Because our whole back line is weak to Defense Deoxys because of those counters doing super effective damage. And on Azombombarill here, we are going to shield. We're going to shield one. And then I was running Ice Beam and Play Rough. Again, this was right after Halloween Cup ended. So I still had the Halloween Cup moveset on my Azombombarill. So I was rusty. I was very rusty. So again, you're gonna see me tank a Thunderbolt here, no problem. And it's not gonna do that much damage. I mean, Azombombarill is just fucking OP. So we're gonna go for Play Roughs here. It only costs 1 extra bubble to get to the Play Rough over the Ice Beam, and it gets stab on it. It's just it's a better move all around. So we are gonna go for the Ice Beam now, because we get to it quicker than they get to another Thunderbolt. So we're just gonna throw this, and then they really want to win the lead. Okay. I think I let this go. I think I just say, yeah, this is not worth the shield, and we're going to come in with the Zweilous. Unfortunately, this probably means when they come in with the Azombombarill, we don't have a response to it. Let's hope they don't have one. Okay, it's an Umbreon. This isn't too bad. I think I end up losing this one, though. So Umbreon can do neutral damage with the Last Resorts, but I can throw Body Slams quicker than they can get to Last Resorts, I think. Pretty sure. Body Slam's a very low energy cost move, and even though that Last Resort does a lot of damage, though. Okay, we're going to switch into Scrafty, and let's see if they got a counter here. And we get a bunch of lag, and there's an Alolan Muck. Okay, this isn't terrible. We still have a shield, too, so if we can correctly shield a Sludge Wave, or if we can correctly call the bait, then we should be able to win this. We're just going to go for Power Up Punches. Foul Play is resisted, and we just want our counters to do more and more damage. So we're going for Power Up Punches left and right, and they are going to be way past the Sludge Wave. Not way past, but they're going to be pretty far past the Sludge Wave here. And we shield a Dark Pulse, so that's not good. We're going to get hit by a Sludge Wave. Unless... Okay, I got nervous there. I think I may have been able to counter down and turn my phone on Do Not Disturb while I'm throwing this Power Up Punch. And then the Umbreon's in the back, and yeah, we actually win this one. Okay, I really thought I was going to lose that, but fortunately, we had the team comp to beat theirs. So, yeah, Alolan Muck is a pretty good Pokemon to see with this team. Other than on Azombombarill. But even on Azombombarill, you can beat an Alolan Muck. It's just, you just gotta shield a Sludge Wave. That's pretty much it. Sludge Wave will KO. So if you don't shield a Sludge Wave, it's gonna do a lot of damage. But it's not impossible to win that matchup. Alright, going up against Redux! Never mind, we're going up against James Games 1722. That doesn't sound like a bot at all. Alright, picking up a lead against Tropius. This is terrible. If it's an Air/Tropius, this is terrible for my whole team. Oh god. Okay, I mean, it's okay for Zweilous, but if I switch into the Zweilous, then they're going to switch out. Alright, let's see what we bait out. Okay, we baited out a faux fighter here, so this is okay. I'm okay with this. Let's see if they want to shield a body slam. Because this will do a lot of damage to a Vigoroth. So they do shield, and then they're going to go for the body slam themselves. And this is going to be coming close to taking us out, and they're going to farm us down, unfortunately. Oh, that doesn't do that much. Maybe they undercharged it. I think they undercharged it, yeah. So very nice undercharge there. So anyway, we baited out the faux fighter. So that's our Scrafty does not want to see that. So we're hoping that as long as we can take out this Vigoroth, we should be able to win. Well, the thing is, it's an air/Tropius, which is going to be doing super effective damage to the Scrafty. So, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna get hit by like 2 body slams if we try to farm down here. Yeah. This is looking like a loss. So am I even running Ice Beam or did I change it? Okay, I have Ice Beam at least. Alright, so let's see the Tropius come back in. They're probably gonna throw immediately. Yeah, because they want to threaten the shield here. Because they know that we have a little bit of energy. So we're gonna shield this Leaf Blade, and then we should be able to get to an Ice Beam. Ugh. That's rough. Yeah, we're gonna lose this. We are gonna lose. Debatably could have saved that Ice Beam for later, but the thing is, if I switch into my Scrafty, which is what I'm about to do, I'm gonna be taking super effective damage here, and the fighting type moves are resisted. Yeah, this is a loss. Tropius is a tank too, so this Foul Play is gonna do basically nothing. Yeah, and then Aerial Ace is probably gonna be. It's not gonna be taking us out, but it's gonna be doing a lot of damage here, and that's saying a lot considering it's an Aerial Ace. Alright, and then we're just going to get farmed down, and they're going to throw a Leaf Blade into... Oh! We get to the Foul Play! Does this KO? Is the question. It does. Alright, what's in the back? Oh, come on, man. Alright, if we can get to the we don't have Hydro Pump. We don't have Hydro Pump. Did I give up? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I gave that one up. Yeah, that was a loss. Alright, so picking up a lead against Galarian Stunfisk. And this is going to be a positive lead, obviously. We don't want to switch out of this, and it looks like I changed my moveset to Hydro Pump and Ice Beam, which is not what you want. So we're going to eat an Earthquake, and they're probably going to switch out, and they do switch out into... I probably should have stayed in there. Yeah, I definitely should have stayed in there. What were they thinking? Okay, I made a mistake, but look, this was my first set back in the Open Great League here. So give me a break. They switched into a Mandibuzz against an Azumarill. Azumarill's a hard-walled Mandibuzz, and it's an Air Slash Mandibuzz. So I think we're actually going to lose this because the Air Slashes are adding up real quick. So I think I can shield. Nope, I'm just going to let it go. Okay, interesting. Alright, I guess... I don't know. I don't know about that. Alright, let's see if we win this one. So we can come back in with the Azumarill to farm down. And there's no need to shield anything on the Azumarill side. So yeah, I think I should have stayed in there and then, you know, thrown the Ice Beam. And then... Because Scrafty can handle the Galarian Stunfisk. I'm going to let this go, and I'm just going to farm down. Aerial Ace is just going to do, you know, barely anything here. We are at 100 energy, which is kind of nice. Let's see what they come back in with. Oh, this is bad. No, we lose this. We 100% are going to lose this. Yeah, we needed to win that with Zweilous. If we would have, and we don't have Play Rough either, so that's a rip. That's a big fat rip is what that is. Alright, so we're getting farmed down because we can't... Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is... And then they probably have Play Rough, and they're probably getting close to 100 energy, and they bait us with Ice Beam. This is bad. This is real bad. If we can get rid of the Azumarill here... I need to save a shield, though, because that Galarian Stunfisk is going to have some energy. But they're probably going to shield this because they really... Yeah, I should have baited with the Power-Up Punch, I think. Because they're definitely going to shield this because they don't want their Galarian Stunfisk to go up against the Scrafty. Maybe if I can pull off some kind of SAC swap here, we get both shields, and the timer is almost up. So if we shield this, we can counter down, right? And then if we have to SAC swap our Azumarill though. All right, so they're gonna switch in here, and we literally have to SAC swap in order to win. Can past Shrady do it? Can he do it? Oh, past Shrady! You legend! No way. Is it an Earthquake? He was baiting as well. I don't even care. That's awesome. Are we going to win this? Okay, I don't know why I didn't throw the Foul Play. Foul Play would have done it there, but hopefully this does it. If it doesn't... Oh, God. Come on. Okay. Whew. Alright, now we should be able to counter down the Azumarill. Oh, my God. That was intense. That was that's a true gamer moment right there. As I don't know. What am I talking about? Have I become that cringy? Is that all right? We're going up against Watandapadanami 326B. All right, so picking up a lead against Swampert. We should switch out of this one. I'm pretty sure. I think I actually try to. All right, here's another SAC swap. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna try to catch a Sludge Wave, which I have no idea why I would want to catch a Sludge Wave, and then we call the bait. And it's a bait. Oh man. Okay, so they're gonna switch out into an Altaria, and usually Zweilous can beat Altaria, just because the Dragon Breaths do more damage on their side. But since they landed that Hydro Cannon, I think they're gonna win. Oh my God, we actually take them out? That's insane. Because we landed the Dark Pulse? No way. Alright, so Swampert's gonna come back in to farm us down, and this is fine. We can come back in with the Azumarill now. Actually, we could come in with the Scrafty to farm down, now that their Flyer's gone. Okay, we're gonna come in with the Azumarill. We know that they're probably gonna want to save this this Swampert, so they're probably gonna shield here. Ice Beam, I would almost take it out. So I think we're just gonna let this go. I think Scrafty is our best bet here. So we eat a Sludge Wave. It's not enough to KO. So again, we're gonna save both of our shields. So we're just gonna let this go. Swampert's definitely an issue with energy, but the energy's all gone now. We're gonna switch out before we get mud-shotted down, and there's an Alolan Marowak in the back. At this point, I'm gonna go straight foul play. They have to go, well, they don't have to go for Bone Club, but most people usually do. Which kind of sucks, because Bone Club does piddly-ass damage, and I've got 2 shields, and I have to start spending them somewhere, and I'm probably going to end up shielding some Bone Clubs here. But I am going to go straight foul play at this point. It's only like 2 more counters than a Power-Up Punch is, but the Fire Spins are starting to add up here, so I'm getting a little bit worried that these Bone Clubs are going to start taking us out. So, oh, they just give up? 1 foul play wouldn't have KO'd there, but you know, whatever, I'll take the win, thank you. Alright, another epic SAC swap. Wow. Going up against, I know it's supposed to be Red Bull, but it looks like R3D Bull. It's like some sort of weird sponsored version of Star Wars robots. Alright, so picking up lead against, we can't switch out of this one, but the good thing is we do want to see their fighter up front. And I know Vigoroth is a normal type, but it's basically a fighter. It's a counter user, so it's a faux fighter. Alright, so we're just going to let any body slams come through. Technically, Vigoroth can win this, and I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump here, which is risky. I think going for Ice Beam in this situation is better because most people shield their Vigoroth, because Vigoroth kind of squished though. So we're going to just tank these body slams. We are going to have to start shielding them eventually, because this Vigoroth clearly outpaces us to charge moves. Probably going to shield the next one. Yeah, we're going to shield the next one, and they're almost to another one as well. So we got to throw some energy here. Am I going to go for the Hydro Pump? I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump. Let's see if they're expecting another Hydro Pump or if they're going to expect an Ice Beam here. I think Ice Beam was the way to go, to be honest. This is not good. Alright, we switch into our Zweilous. Again, taking super effective damage from these counters. We're just going to let this Body Slam come through. We want to save our shield here. And again, like, Zweilous is just a tactic to bait out their Azumarill. There it is. But unfortunately, I forgot that I need Play Rough. I think this is the match where I changed it to Hydro Pump and Play Rough. I need Play Rough on my Azumarill in order to actually have something to throw against the other Azumarills. So this is an example of when the team doesn't work. A fighter up front and a Azumarill in the back. It's just, it's not going to work with that kind of team composition. So as you see, I took so much damage on my Azumarill now that I'm not going to be able to, and I don't have Play Rough. So this, I might as well just give this one up now, to be honest. And they're definitely going to try to farm us down at this point. I think we should probably switch out after this. If we want to salvage this in any way, we got to switch out now. Trying to switch, I'm still getting used to this new switch system. And then I have to call the bait here, but I'm pretty sure they're just going to go straight Play Rough at this point. Oh, they did bait us. I should have called it. Definitely should have called it. And I'm going for the Power Punch. I think foul play is the way to go here, but I think they're at another charge move. That might have been a CMP tie. Let's see. No, it was not a CMP tie, but this is going to be a Play Rough or a Hydro Pump. Let's see. Play Rough's going to be taking us out. It's double super effective. Yeah. So I think if I went for foul play there, I had a chance, even though there's a Vigoroth in the back, and they went ahead and flexed on us like, hey, check it out, I still have 3 Pokemon, and you fucking lost, stupid nerd. Alright, so picking up my rewards, going to 2737. Very nice. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you leave a like rating down below. If you hated it, let me know down in the comment. Tell me what you hated about it, you know, because a lot of people there. I got a comment the other day that just said dislike. Okay, be a little more specific with your insults, because it would be nice to know what you disliked about the video. That way I can make adjustments, because if you just say dislike, I'm just gonna be like, alright, I need to find my hater blockers. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, I'll see you in the next one. That's Dionic's takeoff. I almost tried to steal it again. Take it easy.